Stop. If you want to make money in the next 18 minutes, I am going to show you how. See that countdown clock right there? Well, by the time it reaches 0, if you follow all the steps, you will make money right away.
Hey, so my friend sent me a link to this site, 18 minutes, and I took a look around and saw the countdown, 18 minutes to your first win, it said. And I wasn't convinced right away, but I went through the process to see. It was really quick. And I made my first win right away, just as they said I would. And my next 9 out of 10 were winners as well. Now, I'm addicted to making money now. Every day after work, I come home, switch the computer on, and make money. And my winnings are over $11,000 already, and I only started last week. I just had to make this video for you. Thanks so much. Bye.
If you follow the instructions I'm about to carefully lay out for you, you can have your first winning trade in just 18 minutes. Let me repeat that. You can make your first winning trade in just 18 minutes from now. Now, I'm not going to just sit here and blather on about some hyped-up theoretical pipe dream that conceptualizes how to make money. You're going to see firsthand exactly how you can accomplish this with real-life testimonial case studies from folks just like you who gave this method a shot and cashed out big. You'll be able to replicate their success in no time.
I was a little skeptical when a colleague sent me this one Monday evening. 18 minutes of my time was worth taking to see if it worked. And boy, did it work. I made my first winning trade just as they told me I would, right after the clock counted down to 0. I've since won 45 out of 48 trades to make $7,359 in my first week. I was a little skeptical when a colleague sent me this one Monday evening. 18 minutes of my time was worth taking to see if it worked. And boy, did it work. I made my first trade just like they told me I would, right after the clock counted down to 0. I've since won 45 out of 48 trades to make $7,359 in my first week. I was a little skeptical when a colleague sent me this one Monday evening. 18 minutes of my time was worth taking to see if it worked. And boy, did it work. I won my first trade just like they told me I would, right after the clock counted down to 0. I've since won 43 out of 48 trades to make $7,359 in my first week.
All of the testimonials you'll see in this video are from real people who were exactly where you are right now and were smart enough to watch this entire video, take a small leap of faith, follow the instructions, and most importantly, take action. Massive action in a simple way.
Who would have believed it? That after just 18 minutes, I had made my first win. I've since gone on to make 18 winning trades in 2 weeks. That extra money is going to help pay for my dream trip to the Maldives. I can't thank you enough.
Hi, my name is Robert Carswell. For the past few years, I've developed and refined a money-making process that is yet to fail. It has succeeded in providing me with the lifestyle income of my dreams and continues to do so into this day. But it wasn't always this way. A few years back, I was slaving away at a dead-end job, working underneath some of the most moronic and incompetent bosses you'll never believe. The fact that they had jobs was proof that the system was broken. Even more so, the fact that they were considered my superiors caused me to think to myself, how did my life end up like this? I hated every minute of it. Does any of this sound familiar? Punching clocks for a job you can't stand, answering to imbecile bosses with no common sense, never getting time off to enjoy life on your terms. Feeling underpaid and overworked, feeling empty inside like something's missing, getting a little too overly excited for Friday, but dreading Monday. I felt the same way, so I decided to test out a few ideas. I had a little money in savings and retirement accounts here and there, a bit of money stored in a jar for those emergency situations, like money for gas or a bit of money for a quick run to the store. I'd heard a few folks at work talk about stocks and trading and all that, but I had never really done anything active with it myself. I decided I'd give it a go. I opened a trading account with a local broker my best friend suggested I try, and after a few formalities, a little light education on the matter, I set to work. While I made a few blunders, I quickly got the gist, and lo and behold, I started to make money. I did small-scale trades consisting of a few dollars here and there, but I was quickly able to turn those into hundreds of dollars in real profit fast. Every few minutes, I was making a few $100. Every few hours, I was making a few $1,000s. I couldn't believe it. As my excitement level continued to grow, so did my anxiety. Although I was ecstatic with the results I was getting, I was also secretly becoming increasingly anxious. I was worried that my approach was quite possibly just pure luck, a fluke waiting to be revealed. Yeah, sure, I bought a few nice things for the missus and got stuff for the kids, but overall, I was still skeptical. At a few family events, people noticed my lighthearted demeanor. I suppose I used to be more of a complainer. I always spoke about scarcity, not having enough, money troubles, etc. But at this point, my stance was a little more reserved. I'd walk around saying hi to folks with a slight smirk on my face, giving people friendly nods, and I was also told by many who noticed a bit more pep in my step. The family and friends noted how much more laid back I appeared and asked how things were going. I couldn't help but share my enthusiasm for some of the results I was getting. Naturally, people wanted to know what I was doing. Now, I figured it was family and close friends. Why not see if what I've been doing was replicable? The response I got over the next few weeks and months was simply undeniable. I knew what I had learned was life-changing. I decided to formalize my process and see if I could teach it to others. From personal experience, I knew if I could show this to people, I would be able to positively change so many lives for the better. Now, in order to test my theories, I quietly tapped a few select people to give my process a go. These were all folks that were all hardworking and very much familiar with the daily grind. Every one of these folks I worked with were hardworking, struggling to find family and life balance, and were also wrestling with the idea that they were basically slaves to their employers. These are all folks that had bills to pay, mouths to feed, and had to work hard to live. The life they lived wasn't comfortable, really. They simply made just enough to not be without home and food. These were people just like you who were all looking for something to give way to some sort of change. They all wanted to change but had no idea how to make it happen. What were their choices? Go back to school? Get another job? Save until they were old and retired? That's not living. That's being a slave to a societal system. I wanted to see if what I was doing could change the reality for these people. These are people just like you, who had no idea what they were getting involved with and had no previous knowledge of the strategies I'd have them employ before giving my method a whirl. To say they've had success would be an incredible understatement. If you've been struggling with a reliable way to parlay your hard-earned money into real passive wealth, and you want to make sure this works before you waste any of your precious time or limited resources, keep watching. Just like you, the clients you've heard from in this video were frustrated with where they were at financially and wanted a way to accelerate growth. Like you, they wanted to not only be able to pay the bills, put food on the table, and have all of life's bare necessities covered, they wanted the finer things. Like you, they wanted the financial freedom to enjoy life. Are you sick of having too much month at the end of your money? Are you frustrated that you can't afford to do the things you want to do because you have to make sure you have enough to last until next payday? What if your next payday were less than 20 minutes away? Imagine being able to replicate that experience at will, over and over again, whenever you want it. Would that have a positive impact on your life? Would that have a positive impact on your family's lives? Are you afraid what I'm sharing with you is just some sham? Good. You should be. It's called healthy skepticism. If you didn't have that, then you'd be most likely broke and homeless out on the street. Listen, I know what I'm about to share with you sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds like pie in the sky, butterfly farts, and fairy dust sprinkles. The truth is, your skepticism is warranted. With all the broken promises and scam systems out there, it's no wonder you're so leery of this message. To be quite frank, the fact that there are so many BS claims being made online has made me quite angry. How I feel is no matter. What should make you angry is that most of these systems actually charge you up front to try out their scam systems only to let you down, take your money, and spit you out. That's not the way a real business works. I've decided to change the old broken model. Instead, today I'm going to let you give my proprietary methods a try at absolutely no cost. That's right, you don't have to pay a dime to give this secret method a whirl. All you need to do is follow instructions and take action. Look, you've already seen proof that this works. The opportunity isn't going to be here forever, so if your gut instinct is telling you to give this a try, listen to it. You have absolutely nothing to lose. By this time, in less than 20 minutes, your life could be totally transformed for the better. Place your email in the box, hit submit, and you'll be well on your way to learning a process you've never thought really existed. You can have the lifestyle that you thought was only reserved for celebrities and movie stars. So what's that first thing you're going to start doing different once you learn how to replicate wealth? Will you finally fire your boss? Are you planning on buying a new house or maybe pay off the mortgage? Will you eliminate your debt, or are you planning to take that long-deserved and constantly deferred vacation? Whatever you decide to do, take comfort in knowing the methods you are about to uncover will allow you to do it. Whatever it is you want to do, you can have the financial freedom, time freedom, life freedom. Do anything and everything you want to do whenever you want to do them. Just follow the process. Are you ready? If you're serious about making the change you've been craving, the change you deserve, to have the lifestyle you've always wanted and the financial freedom to live it on your terms, simply enter your name and email address to the right, hit submit, and follow the instructions on the other side. You'll be making your first successful trade in the next few moments. Let's get you started straight away. Enter your name and email, and I'll see you on the other side. By the way, this is not something that will be around forever. I don't want this to be saturated, and I'm heavily weary of knockoff scammers misappropriating this process, so I'm not sure how long I'll keep this available, but your chance is here and now, and it doesn't cost you anything, so why not? Put in your contact details and get ready to make your first successful trade. Get in now. I can't wait to feature you as my next successful testimonial. Let's get you started with your first successful trade. Enter your details and click submit now.